What's up, people? This is the Father coming at you, and I really didn't come up with a topic yet, so I'm just going to play this one by ear. I'm trying to get my theme song going. We're working with a couple different ones, but I really like this song that we just played. And the first topic that I want to discuss, I can't really go into detail about it because I'm going to need some Bible verses. And I don't have any kind of pulled up right now. So this is all on the fly. I'm just sitting back and having a conversation with you. And we'll go from there. So one of the questions asked earlier was, should we not count the Old Testament because Christ came and got rid of all of the Old Testament laws and all that crap? I actually hear that a lot from my family. Well, we don't go by the Old Testament anymore. And then when I did point out the verse that I have to look up, I don't have right now. That's what I'm talking about. This is just a real quick little thing. It was, well, that verse is talking about the commandments. However, I would like to point out that Jesus Christ himself says in the New Testament that not one law is to be changed, altered, or ignored, not one iota. And in my opinion, if it was more for the commandments, I really do think it would have been specifically, I didn't come to change commandments, but he didn't say that. He said, I didn't come to change the laws. And a good example of this is when he says something about gay people being an abomination, and this is actually kind of funny. He says, the penalty, get this, the penalty for going after lustful desires is Christ, not God, but the New Testament. Jesus Christ said, I will change you, men and women, I will change you to be an abomination as man on man and woman on woman. That wasn't one of the Old Testament 10 Commandments. That was a law in the Old Testament. So, I mean, if you're looking at that, it's kind of like, well, he's not going for the commandments. So, why would you throw out the rest? It becomes a thing of cherry picking. A lot of Christians do this. A lot of theists do this. And I hear it so many times. I didn't hear it so much growing up, and people say religion doesn't change, and I call bullshit on that, because there was a time, I remember growing up, that being gay is an abomination, and God never changes his mind. He's perfect. He knows exactly what he wants. And that right there is kind of like, well, if God doesn't change his mind and knows exactly what he wants, then why did he flood the earth and kill all these people? It's kind of like, I mean, to me, it's kind of like, you know what? We got all this stuff, Sodom and Gomorrah, and this and that and the third, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, you know what? I fucked up. Let's kill everybody, including all the animals, except for the 2 that got on the ark, which we'll get onto that later. But how is that? It's ridiculous. It truly is an insane thing to do, to be like, well, he's all loving, but at the same time, he killed millions of babies, of animals, women, innocent people that had nothing to do with it. And who made it on? Noah's family. So we're going back to the old Adam and Eve thing with Incest, because who would have repopulated the earth? Both times. Families. And we obviously know from DNA now that when you're that close to DNA with somebody else, it causes birth defects. And I'm still not quite sure of how we got different races from the same family. It's all bullshit to me. But this quick one, once again, I was just trying to get the sound, the intro going, see if you guys like it, see if you think it should be changed to another song. Pretty sure it's not going to be anything metal. I'm trying to broaden my scope, my audience. So I want something that is is about religion, but it's not too confrontational to fuck God, even though that's where obviously I stand now. At least the Christian God, the Abrahamic gods, all of them are complete bullshit. They're complete. They're murder. They're evil. They're very, very evil person. We people, beings, transcendent beings. We'll get into that all later. But once again, it's all about the theme song. This is a start. If you don't like it, and if you do like it, let me know. There was a couple people that seen the last video that didn't like, comment. It's I don't know if you just don't give a fuck about these videos, but I'm gonna start them. We're doing this shit, whether you like it or not. And this is John, the Father. Peace out. Flying Spaghetti Monster, bless.